Uh, Peace and blessings, love and light. It's your brother, Omniamunase family, also known as Omniamunase, all right, aka the Nature God, all right, because I believe that I am a creator, a co-creator of the universe, and that we all are. We are extensions of the universal source, all right. So peace and blessings to all. Much love, all right. Thank you for joining. This is OmniVision EDU. You feel me? Independent research, right? Black owned business, okay? And our focus is education and community outreach, family, all right? And so that's what we on. And today is March the 13th at uh, 10 and some change. You know, I wanted to start it at 10, but I'm a little bit behind. But we getting it rolling, family. You know what I'm saying? But tonight's topic is spirituality versus religion. Okay. What do you guys think about the difference between spirituality versus religion? Okay. And so I know, like I said, I came up pretty religiously heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like indoctrination in Christianity out the gate. You feel me? I'm from North Carolina. You feel me? Raleigh, Southeast Raleigh. You feel me? It's pretty good, you know what I'm saying, that part of town or whatnot. But for anybody that's from the area, you feel me? It's over there I'm over there from like South Sanders Street area. You feel me? Blunt Street. You feel me? Be over there around that area. But yeah, that's my, you know what I'm saying? That's my stomach grounds for the most part. But like I said, the religious thing, it's nothing new to me, family. I don't know why people keep saying I need to try God. I need to try. I already tried that, family. I already tried it all. You feel me? My father is a pastor. My mother is a pastor. Well, my mother doesn't pastor anymore, but she was, and I seen her, do her work in the community back in the day, family. So just so you guys know, I'm not new to religion. I knew to Christianity. I've seen it. I've heard it. Now I'm on to something new because I'm evolving and I'm growing. You feel me? As you all should. For that which does not grow is dead. Family, you feel me? Therefore, it is not a living thing. If it's not growing and it's not evolving, it's not progressing, then it's not living. Okay? And so we're progressing, we're striving, we're evolving. So don't get mad at us for that. You feel me? So anyway, welcome to the bill, family. Love and light, black power. I see we in the building. I'm the Vision EU family. All right. Like I said, spirituality. Um, feel free to comment. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Let me go ahead and say it again. Feel free to comment, like, share, and subscribe at any time. We most definitely want to get the platform out, you know what I'm saying, to more people, for more people to be able to come in, join, and build with us. You feel me? Okay. So yeah, spirituality, family, like the word spirit, like spirit in general, like individuals may perceive it to be something like unfathomable or unattainable or the unseen, but it is an energy. Okay. Um, the spirit is like the life force, all right, of a living thing. Like I told the individual on Facebook when we was building about spirituality versus religion. What's the difference between a living body and a dead body? Okay, it's both made of matter. You feel me? One is living, one is animated with energy, and one has no energy. Right? One is warm, the other body is cold. Right? And so we live in a solar system, right? And then we have natural laws like thermodynamic laws. And these are the laws that govern the system in which we encompass, which we live in. You feel me? And so that heat energy or which we call the spirit, or some would call the soul. In Latin, the word soul, S-O-L, is the word for soul, which translates as sun, as like the sun in the sky. And that's the heat energy that's within us when we're living. You know what I'm saying? But when the, like I said, when the body does not have the heat energy, the electromagnetic biosphere, you can look that up, or the human aurora, that's another term that we use for it. The spirit, the soul. These are things that really exist and can be calculated and can be measured. You know what I'm saying? So spirituality, I think, came about when ancient humans observed death, when they seen life and then they seen death, and they asked that question: what is the difference between living and death? Because here's the person that I once knew, and then when I think about them in my mind, when they had life, when they had energy, it's different. It's not the same. You know, it's the same person, but it's not, because they're missing something. They're missing an element. They're missing a force. Okay. And this is when ancient men, and just a natural thought process, began to ask more questions about the universe and spirituality before they started to document and record. They observed life and death. What's the difference between life and death? Okay, that's what spirituality is about. Knowledge of the forces, right, of life. Okay, and that's good and that's evil. You feel me? It's like when you get into the fundamental forces um, of the universe, like gravity and electricity, magnetism. You feel me? The weak force, the strong force. You feel me? There are forces that govern the universe, and as a human, we're made of several different components. Yes, we're made of flesh, but we're also made of more. Okay, the soul and the spirit. And so Europeans are not as big on spirituality historically, I feel, because they did a lot of bad stuff, man. They did a lot of killing, a lot of stealing, a lot of, just wild man, lawless acts. You feel me? Because they are new people. We'll get into that too as well. Get into some genetic stuff. But yes, Brandy, 42 Lounge, peace and blessings, love and light queen. I see. Welcome to the building. I see Mr. Grabowski, the illuminated mother goddess, is in the building. I see Queen. Blessings, love and light. Welcome to the build. All right, because I did say that was going on tonight, and that's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? We counseling, we building. So that's what it is from I see. And so yeah. And so ancient man came up with spirituality, the concept of it, once they observed. Just natural observation, using your mind. People who wrote, thought, and then they documented. You can't read any books without a person thinking first and then recording what they have thought. Okay, that's what all the ancient texts and scripts is about. You connecting with the universe, because we're channelers of this etheric energy, which they call ether. You feel me? It's an etheric energy that comes from beyond, from the cosmos, about, beyond the earthly realm. You feel me? But it's all a part of the, a system. But the etheric energy is a part of the biology of Black people in the melanin cells, which are prokaryotic cells, all right, which are solar cells, cells that existed, okay, from the origins of the Big Bang, all right? And you can see that we have those solar cells whenever you see melanocytes, which are responsible for pigmentation. The Europeans know we have it. They even call the little dwarf tribe the pygmies. It's kind of like it's kind of like I don't know, like an insult. You feel me? In a way, but yeah, it's denoting, our pigmentation. Some people debate over the word black. Like, are we black or not? The meaning of it is referring to pigmentation, okay, in the solar cells that we have in our, as black people, as people of African descent, all right? And if you believe in the outer Africa theory and that all humans evolved from out of Africa, which is the most widely known, you know what I'm saying, explanation for human migration patterns. When you go back in history, you see it all traced back to Africa. So we've been around here the longest. You feel me? Been around the longest, family, and it would only make sense that we would come into these discoveries first, because humans are intelligent, right? The more they around, the more we come up with new language. You know what I'm saying? The more we come up with new languages, the more we come up with new culture, new customs. With time comes change and new ingenuity. So yeah, y'all can read. Reading is good. Exercise your brain, but don't forget the person that's writing, right, or documenting, so you can read it. They thought, they went into a thinking process with the universe based on whatever knowledge they had and with their natural observation, and they recorded. And it's really, that's really what a lot of this stuff come down to. Yeah, I see peace and blessings. I'm the Vision EDU, the holistic perspective, family. When we come over here, we build, we research, but we also get into the philosophy, the meaning behind things, because it's all about the meaning. No matter, like, even right now we're talking, I'm using coded words and gives you certain um thoughts. So every letter creates a sound, and the sound creates a word, and that word creates a code for thought. And in every culture, there's a different language. We can all say sun, moon, and stars, but we'll be saying it differently, but we're thinking the same thought. So don't forget, it all comes down to that thought process, family. Your language then changed over time, you feel me? But when a human seen the sun, they thought of the sun. When you see a hieroglyphic and you see a moon, it's because a human witnessed the moon. And they wrote down what they seen. It's, and it's really that simple. And back then when they recorded in stone. You couldn't revise it, you couldn't translate it, it's just you had to like they say, so let it be done, so let it be written. And so like I told my man in the bill earlier, like, yeah, people be coming at me sideways because they see that I'm not Christian. Like I said, I came up Christian. I seen the teachings. The teachings wasn't the best in the household. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't. Uh, we had flaws just like everybody else had. You feel me? People just didn't realize it as much because we knew we had to put on, that imagery in front of the people, and that it had to be a certain way as far as being leaders, in the community. And so I've seen it behind the scenes in the church world. But yeah, it's nothing new to me. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing new. I don't feel like Christianity is advanced spirituality. I feel like it's something that we came into during slavery. Like in 1805, we had the anti-literacy laws, right? And it was illegal for people of African descent, specifically African Americans, to read. And so when we got our mothers and our grandmothers and our grandmothers telling us about Jesus and telling us about Christianity, realize just 200 years ago it was illegal for people like us to read. So you didn't know anything about what God said. You didn't know anything about the Bible. You didn't know any of it because it was illegal, and they would have killed you for reading. They would have killed you for, you know what I'm saying, for being knowledgeable or educated. So anyway, we, in the Bible Belt, the Southern America is where we got the most churches. Christianity is the biggest in that area. You can research that. The Bible Belt actually exists in the South from slavery, from states who was trying to hold on to slavery after the slaves from the South fled to the north so they could live a more liberal and more free life. You know, we were still in the motherfucking South. You feel me? When it's more racist, more prejudice, and just more pressure. And so Christianity is very big. But wherever you go, there's a different language, there's a different culture. Also, keep that in mind. We in America, right? So the most popular culture is going to be Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Because the region of land of where we are, the culture of where we are. Go to somewhere else, you feel me? It's going to be a different language and it's going to be a different spiritual system, different religion. So, you know, just don't try to feel like just because this is the only religion, you know that this is the only religion because people have different methodologies of worshiping and, you know, and praising God and all that and being spiritual. But yeah, the spirit is the energy, a force. You know, they call it chi energy, you know, etheric energy. And upon death, when you lose your heat, your electromagnetic biosphere, which is your sun energy or your solar energy, it returns back to the solar system because that's where it came from in the first place. Just like a charge, a battery. You got the left, you got the negative charge, you got the positive charge. You put them together, and then you got a current, you got a flow of currency. You feel me? And whenever you break that charge, there's no flow of currency. You feel me? Then that energy uh, must be recycled. You feel me? It must go return to where it came from. You know, it's just the laws of physics, law of conservation, thermodynamic law of conservation. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, but only conserved, family, right? And transferred. No matter the form of energy, energy will continue to change new forms, right? And will continue to recycle. So conservation is pretty much another word for recycling. So yeah, thermodynamic law, which is a natural law of the solar system, is a law of recycling of matter, which we are made of, and energy. Okay, and so yeah, the soul, family, the soul is that heat energy. That's what makes plants and shit like they grow. That's what makes the environment vibrant. That's what make you want to get out and about, go somewhere, have a good time, enjoy yourself. You know, and when we ain't got the light, when we ain't got the heat, you know, that's when the fall season come in. That's when flu season come in. You feel me? People getting sick because we're not having that heat. The heat is holy. Even when you get into the word of holy, which in Greek, the word holy is helios, which translates as sun. Yeah, sun. That's right. The word means sun in Greek. If you go back 2,000 years ago, if a person would pronounce the word holy, they would say helios, but that word means sun. So whenever you refer to something that is holy, it must be of the light. It must be of the sun. Even when you see the depiction of Jesus Christ and any other deity, you see them with the halo. They got a halo over their head, which denotes their divinity, that they are enlightened. Like the word enlightened, like woke. They're conscious, they're vibrating, they're connected to the etheric energy, and they're channeling information from the divinity. Okay? And that's what it's about, family. Peace and blessings. I should eat with Philly Field, talk show, and more. Very intelligent. Thank you, love. I appreciate the compliment. I appreciate you stopping by and joining us. And we're looking forward to having you more often for sure. But yes, tonight we're just building about the difference between spirituality and religion. Okay, this is stuff that I talk about all the time too, by the way, family. Just y'all just better be glad y'all on my YouTube. All right? Because if y'all knew me in real life, I don't stop with this stuff. You feel me? It don't stop, family. I'm telling you, because I'm always thinking. I'm always thinking and trying to figure stuff out. Even though people tell me like it ain't like my grandma used to tell me sometimes it ain't good to think too hard and stuff like that. But that's an old saying. She was a very smart, very wise lady, and she had some dope sayings too. But that one right there, the old black saying, that one right there ain't right for me. It ain't now. That's how people came up with innovations to change the world. It made it to where other people can have easier lives. You know what I'm saying? It made it to where society could just function and flow easier because someone came up with an idea that contributed to the universe, to society, to humanity. And so if you're a thinker, then that's how the universe made you, the same way it made the sun, the moon, and the stars. You feel me? And I accept that and I embrace that. You feel me? And I just like figuring stuff out. That's just what it is, family. Peace and blessings. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love, family. But yes, family. So what do y'all think about the difference between spirituality and religion? I haven't really spoke about religion. Religion, first of all, it's reading the word. To read is to do something more than one time. You know what I'm saying? When something is redone, when you get your locks retwisted, you feel me? You're doing something more than one time. And so religion is completely unoriginal. To me, it's just like a political spirituality, like a corrupted version of spirituality. It's not really pure, or advanced spirituality. I think it's a way. I think it's the intervention from colonists in indigenous spiritual systems. When they came to the land, they take the resources, to rob them, to stick them up, to do all of the criminal acts that they did. You feel me? They also took their religions. They took their spiritual systems. You feel me? Their teachings, their old traditions that was passed down for thousands of years of information. Like we only got 200 years of information in our society in America, which we got a lot going on, like so technology and shit like that. But that's only 200 years of development. We talking about people, you know, with thousands of years of development, and somebody just come in and just wash all that away. Like it's over for that. Y'all doing this. That's religion. When you can't respect somebody's opinion, when you can't respect somebody's culture and where they come from, just because you're from one place on the earth. It's a whole earth with mad other land, mad other regions of land. And so, yeah, it's like it's like intrusion, spiritual intrusion. That's how I look at religion. Religion is like a spiritual intrusion. You're forcing yourself on people. And that's what the Christian Crusades is about. All right? Christian Crusades. The Roman Catholic Church was going around, family, doing colonialism, forcing the indigenous nations to be Christian with the sword. You feel me? By military force. If you did not comply to the Christian religion, then you would lose your life, family. So your only choice was to say, "I believe," just like they tell you in the Bible, or you will surely die. Okay. Yeah, that's where that stuff comes from, family. That's somebody forcing them. And another thing, being in the church, coming from that world, and being very active in my mind and thinking and trying to resolve and figure stuff out, I ask a lot of questions. I guess I ask too many questions because I don't get along with everybody. And maybe that got something to do with it. I'm not for sure. But I try to build with the pastors and it ended up going wrong, family. You know what I'm saying? Because he seen me reaching for knowledge without him. And it's like anytime somebody not don't root for you to grow, for your growth, for your potential, then they're just controlling you. And it's like a bad relationship. You know what I'm saying? You're in a bad, traumatic, unhealthy relationship and you need to get out of that as fast as you can. And that's what I did. I've been out of religion for quite some time now. Peace and blessing. She known joy. Peace and blessings. Love and light. Yeah, yeah, family. I can relate for sure. For sure, family. We all out here in America. We see the culture. We see what's going on. We've been around for a little while. Been around the block. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all these churches. But what they doing? They really supposed to be like our politicians. But we got so many of them, and if they came together, I mean, they could make a big difference quick. But yeah, the religion and spirituality are different. You got one that's an original, you know what I'm saying, way of expressing the soul and liberating the soul and connecting the soul to the universe. And then you have religion that's disconnecting you from the universe, giving you chemicals, like the word pharmakeia in Greek means sorcery, like pharmacy, when you go to get medicine. You feel me? And it got all them side effects, giving you mood swings, got you unstable. You know what I'm saying? Stuff, extra stuff happening that ain't got nothing to do with why and how we was made, family. You feel me? Because it's a chemical processing era of intelligence. The universe is supreme intelligence. The sun, the moon, the stars, the sun creating all that energy and fusion to squeeze together these particles at a certain temperature and force for a certain amount of time. That's intelligence for things to come out beautiful. The way, when we go out to the beach or when we go hiking to the mountains or whatever. I'm saying you just see beauty. That's what I see when I go to nature. And so nature is the way I like to connect spiritually. And I feel good when I go to nature, yo. That's my sanctuary. That's why I can just go and relax and reset whatever's going on. I release. You know what I'm saying? I release into the atmosphere, to the sun, and the sun replenish me. You feel me? I see. But yeah, family. Yeah, so religion and spirituality, I feel like, yeah, they counter opposites. One of them is progressive, and the other one is just it's anti-progressive. You know what I'm saying? We're not evolving by somebody telling us something. Okay, you told us, all right. Then it's like a child and a parent. Okay, mama. Okay, daddy. Why? Okay. And then some parents they the iron fist. You feel me? Do what I say, like I said when I said it. But then you have more intelligent parents that are communicating. Okay, son, this is why. Daddy loves you. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I want you to do it because I told you to do it, but I also want you to understand. And that's teaching them so their minds can think right and so they can evolve. So it's good to ask them questions because the individual that's trying to control you, they ain't gonna be able to deal with you. And that'll let you know who you're dealing with right there. Ask them questions. Like I say, ask the right questions and you get the right answers. Ask the right questions, receive the right answers. The universe is always waiting to communicate with us. We just gotta know when it's trying to communicate, be able to recognize. You know what I'm saying? Word up. No joy. That's heavy fact. Appreciate it, love. Appreciate it. Yeah, just building on it. You know what I'm saying? About the spirituality and religion. A lot of the times people be thinking I'm an atheist too. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they think if you're not a Christian. If you're in America and you're not a Christian and you're not participating in the collective belief, you feel me? Then, they kind of look at you like a pagan or something. Oh, yeah, you must be an atheist. But I believe in the universe. I believe in the creator, creators with S, because there's two primordial forces that are within all things in the universe. They exist within all things. That's why the battery is made up like that with the magnetic charge and the electric charge, the positive and the negative. You know what I'm saying? There are two primordial forces that are within all things. And at the separation of those two forces, um, we cannot exist. We cannot exist. This life, this existence is based on the union, the partnership of these two forces, like a black man and a black woman who love each other and working together. You know what I'm saying? She compliments me. I compliment her. You feel me? My gifts, my abilities, you know what I'm saying, is here to help support what you're doing. And the same thing with, with the partner. And that's what the universe is doing. It's that feminine and the masculine working together to bring divine balance. Okay. In Kemet, okay, we had our own God. Okay. And Kim, which stands for the land of black and land of fertile soil. All right. Which is located in the modern day Egypt. We had our own system where they used hieroglyphic images. You know what I'm saying? One of the earlier systems of writing before letters. But there was the Holy Trinity was not the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost like it is in Christianity. It was the mother, the father, and the child. All right. The masculine energy, the feminine coming together to bring divine balance. And from that comes the union, right? Which is Osiris, the father, Aset, right? The mother, and then Heru, which is the child. And that's a covenant. That's a divine covenant of creation when the divine masculine and the divine feminine are able to come together in partnership, right? And then that's when the universe is in balance. And that's what's been going on with the world. Like the world is off balance because that union, that partnership between the masculine and feminine is off balance. And I believe, of course, that's like politics. Politics is what run the world. You feel me? Even with the government and the Section 8 and the food stamps and all that, and the man can't be in the house and stuff like that. That's the division of the masculine and the feminine. Don't want that man in the house. You feel me? Get him up out of there. You feel me? When that would have brought, structure to a family unit. And that began to happen, real heavy in the 80s. I already know about the crack pandemic and all that. That was actually the government that was behind that, which was really an attack on the black community because it took them fathers out of them homes and it left the mothers in there as single mothers and on drugs too. You know what I'm saying? Prostitution, all type of stuff like that went up from that disruption, right? From forgetting, right, about those teachings of structure and order, law and order, you feel me? But a lot of us don't know about Kemetic teachings or African religions, which is actually the location of the Bible. Israel, like I said, the Lake of Jordan. Um, what's the island where Moses went and prayed? Not an island, it's a mountain. Might think it might be Patmos. But anyway, yeah, those locations is in Africa. Spoke to a brother at work the other day. He made a comment about Africans, because I guess because he dark skinned, he feel like somebody calling you African is a bad thing. But he was saying, yeah, man, God said something about the African guys, and he was like, technically they ain't even African. They he said the country, but I forgot the country. Ugandan or something like that. I'm like, okay, well then you know technically that Uganda is one country in Africa, but Africa is a continent with 54 countries. It's like the United States with 52 states. It has 54 countries. It's the largest region of land on the planet. And so I don't know, the brother might have took offense to it at first. But I'm like, nah, brother. Nah, they African. They most definitely African. And they need to be proud to be African too. 'Cause they was most definitely touched by the sun. They most definitely was chosen with a seal. Like they good and dark. Peace, peace, peace. Mount of Olives. No, I don't think it was that one, Lord. I think it's Patmos, though, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna look it back up just to make sure. But yeah, the mountain where Moses went to receive the laws, the Ten Commandments. That's in Egypt. That mountain is in Egypt. So the location of the Bible, this the geographic location, the events that occurred was in Africa. So that's what I'm telling you. Why listen to an outside culture tell you about their system when we go back the furthest with the outer Africa theory? You feel me? Let you know we've been here a long time. The places in the Bible is where we're from, where our people are from. You feel me? But the only thing is the story not being told from the African lens. And so we've been told this story from outsiders, from people that's not from the culture. So we need to learn the African language. We need to learn how to read symbols. Understand? Because those are the original writings. And if we don't want to be misled, we can't depend on, you know what I'm saying, these people that's running these systems, man, because they clearly have an agenda, and that's politics. Politics is to them is over everything. God, civilization, you know, they mean everything. Humanity in general. They just, you know, politics over everything. Oh, okay. Jesus went to create Mount Olive, Mount Sinai. There you go, Lord. I see. Peace, peace. Yep, Mount Sinai is in Africa, family. Go look it up, family. It's in Africa. Stop playing, man, for real. Yeah, so we can stop with the anti-African stuff. Africa is the origin of civilization. Africa is the origin of education, of all knowledge, of all wisdom, mystic knowledge, knowledge that you ain't even supposed to be allowed to know. Like them people knew stuff, man. And they was building stuff that the modern day scientists, they can't understand how they built those structures. Like they're not using tools like we're using. So how did they move a stone that weighs 100,000 pounds? And it's lined up perfectly. Like their structures is geometric. They don't use little rectangle shapes like we use. Like they use geometric patterns. Like it's very complex architecture. But yeah, so that's what it is, family. Don't forget, like I said, there's a big difference between religion and spirituality. Don't let nobody make you feel no type of way for your belief system. If they can't build with you about it, if y'all can't dialogue, you know what I'm saying, and see if what makes the most sense. You just got to be kind of open a little bit to build it. I'm saying I deal with anybody, but the confusion comes in when the individual can't show me a better source. And I feel like nature goes back further than anyone, than anything, because there's no life without it. Life is predicated upon nature and the way that it gives to us, the way that it interacts with the environment. You know what I'm saying? So it's life forms and then it's the environment. So you got your internal environment, then your external environment. But you know, the internal affects the external, and the external affects the internal. You feel me? So it really all goes together, family. But yeah, man, yeah, all that stuff talking about sin and all. People don't have understandings of what sin is. Sin is just when it's like doing something that equates to a negative reaction or a negative outcome or effect from the universe. Like if you had really, really bad eating habits and you prayed over the food and all of that, but the food was like, like some chitlins or something, and you get high blood pressure, you know what I'm saying? You get gout, you know what I'm saying? You get stroke, Alzheimer's, different stuff that come behind, those type of foods. You can't get mad at nobody, man. That's just your practice is not a wise practice. You feel me? You're doing something that can bring negative results. So you want to understand what sin is. Sin is anything that brings a negative result from that pork having too many pathogens or parasites or microbial uh, organisms in it that are decomposers, right? And that's what happened when you see something die. You see little worms get all up in there. You feel me? And they're trying to tear down the tissue of the organism so it can break down and go back into the environment. But it's only meant for death. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be alive and you got little worms in your body. So when you eat pork, you get little worms in your body called trenchinalia. You look it up, you'll see what I'm saying. And it's really gross. I showed it to my kids one day when I told them start eating pepperoni. Because their grandmama tried to have them eating pepperoni, and I ain't want them eating that. So I showed them a video of trenchinalia and what it do to you. And it's really gross. Anyway, it's worms, but they're microbial and they get in your body. The more pork you eat, the more you understand is an infestation of worms. And so you can pray over the food in ignorance and say, God bless this food, but the result is going to be negative. Therefore, that was sinful because out of your ignorance, you feel me? Because you might have didn't know, but damn it, the universe don't work like that. It's just you need to know as much as you can so you can just make the least mistakes possible. But one day at a time. You go, do too much too fast. But yeah, love. I already know, man. Just came to, touch bases with y'all real quick. You know what I'm saying? I've been working a lot, been busy in the world, trying to keep my day-to-day stuff going. Of course, I'm a handle business on that. But sometimes I be a little tired, but it's all good. We're gonna make it happen anyway. It's 2024. Like I told y'all, I'm here because this is my passion. This is what I love to do. This is what I've been doing. You know, even not getting no bread from it at first. You know what I'm saying? But I just did it because it was my passion to build with others. I get on the phone, do consultations with people about consciousness, stuff that's going on in their personal, you know what I'm saying? And we would build. Sometimes it'll be about religion, different stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so passionate about it. I just got into it, delved into it, and it's a part of my daily life. I do that at work. I do it, you know what I'm saying? Like wherever I go, if you're around me, I'm gonna spark up one of them type of conversations. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking, trying to resolve, trying to figure out shit. I really wish I could go back to school or being like a physicist or something, or a chemist and be certified. But which I know the information, you feel me? Because I study that stuff, but I'm not accredited. I'm not accredited by Europeans to say, hey, this guy studied by us. You know what I'm saying? But it's also good because, you know what I'm saying, I ain't got to worry about like somebody controlling the narrative because they're funding my research. You feel me? I don't have to worry about that. That's why Omnivision EDU is independent. Okay? Don't nobody control our narrative but us. You feel me? I'm not paid to get up here and come lie to people. You feel me? So that's not even in my interest. I don't even like lying like that. Yeah, peace, peace. Yes, man. Yes, man. We striving. We striving towards evolution, love. Know what I'm saying? We just want to be better. It's like the caterpillar and the butterfly. It's the same thing, but it's two different versions of itself. You feel me? And that's kind of what I've done in the past few years. You feel me? I was always spiritual. I was always intellectual, wanting to know stuff. I always been like that. But yeah, I had a few friends that was into different, belief systems, but we all share music. I rap back in the day too, so they used to come through to the studio, and we'll be chilling. You know how it is in the studio, and we start up one of them barbershop conversations. You feel me? And somehow religion would be then popped up. Now we having an intellectual conversation, and the brother said a few things that grabbed my attention. You feel me? And then I went to research. And that's kind of how that happened. I agreed with some things I didn't agree with. Because I'm like, brother, you telling me this, you got to make sense of it. You know what I'm saying? This your belief. All right, that's what you believe, was why. You know what I'm saying? And show me how it works too. Show me how it works, and then, kind of give me the why to it. And so, yeah, that's what it is. But anybody can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I had a friend of mine to tell me, like, back in the day, bro, you won't never, like, on no school type shit, but like, some of your shit be like being in class, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That shit feel like we in school. But it's like, bro, like when you doing that every day, you building your mind, like you working out, it's like doing push-ups, you know what I'm saying? Pull-ups or whatnot. It burn, but it's improving yourself. And then you get immune to it. It take longer for the burn to come. You feel me? Like I could watch a intellectual lecture, like college lecture. Old professor up there talking to a college panel, you know what I'm saying? And they having a conversation about biology, and it's straight white people. They ain't nothing but white people in there, and Indians. Might be some Asians in there too, though, but it ain't that many niggas up in there. And it's not like the more entertaining stuff that we like to watch. You know what I'm saying? But it's heavy information. I got to the point where I could stomach that. I used to probably couldn't watch no shit like that. But when I'm going in for information, I'm patient. I'm patient. I can watch it. Because now I done built up the mental fortitude, the mental agility. It don't bother me like that. Yeah, but if I can do it, we all can do it. Fam. It's fast. Fast. Yeah. Yeah, I could. I might jump on that. I think that would be like a whole new interesting journey or pathway. But I do feel like along the way, in my personal research and how liberal I am and all that, eventually there's going to be problems with me coming into a discovery that someone who is behind the funding does not want me to publish. Because when someone is in control of the funding, you're a scientist and you're doing research and whatnot, they can come in and tell you, hey man, we don't need that. And there's been a lot of scientists that have come up missing too. If you do a little bit of research, you'll see like the guy that came up with the hydrogen fuel technology, so we could power our cars from water pretty much. Yeah, he came up missing because his ideology in conflicted with capitalistic society. Good idea, but you can't make money off of it. You can't be predatorial with that type of idea. It's a giving idea for everyone to use. If we could just use water for our cars. And they had to do away with gasoline, they'll lose trillions of dollars. We wouldn't even need gasoline because we can find water anywhere. You feel me? It's abundant. So yeah, politics. When politics and science conflict, family. You know what I'm saying? Like that happens a lot. But yeah, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Like I said, I just wanted to come and see you kind of, you know what I'm saying, see what y'all on, see what the vibes is like on this Wednesday, the day I was born. I was born on Wednesday. Yeah, so this is my favorite day. I like to call it We Woke Wednesdays. We Woke Wednesdays. And yeah, we're gonna be doing our bills, you know what I'm saying? All those who woke, y'all come and join. If you ain't woke, just come in politic. Come in, you know what I'm saying? Just see what we got going on. You know, if you got anything to say, feel free to do so. You know what I'm saying? You want to reach out to me, you can do that. The LT Jones 919 at yahoo.com or omnisnatura360 at gmail.com. The social media is Omni OMNI space OMNIS. You'll see me up there to say Black News on the logo, on the picture. I got Bantu knots. You see it clear as day. Black News. That's me. I'm the same guy. Yep, yep. And if you want to donate, Omnis Natura, go to Cash App, go to Omnis Natura in all caps, just to show your support. You feel me? It's OMNISNATURA 360 LLC. All right. Donate to Omnis Natura in all caps, 360 LLC family. And I'll be sure to send you a shout out if you donate. You feel me? Anybody who donate, you showing love for real. Really, my true supporters, we most definitely gonna let it be known. You know what I'm saying, that y'all showing the support and that we appreciate the support and the love, family. Okay. So again, peace and blessings, love and light to the community. I'm gonna get back with y'all on the next one. It's been love. Peace.